If you're still using words like transformation or clarity, you are probably losing clients. And that language might sound smart in your certification class, but I'm telling you now, in real life, it does not land. I'm going to show you what actually lands and helps you win clients. My name is Don Markland, and I work with coaches all over the world. I'm the co-CEO of Noomii.com, and I help coaches everywhere grow their practices. I also have my own business coaching firm, Accountability Now, which is a multi-million-dollar firm, and I know what I'm talking about. And helping your practice grow is not about telling you things that make you feel good. It's about telling you the truth, and that's what we're going to do today. Because at Noomii, we help coaches build profitable practices every single day. And today's video is about something that might sound small, but it is a game changer. It's how you talk, and specifically why things, what I call coach speak, turn people off, and what to say that you can use to build instant trust. Now, let's talk about why people tune you out. Let's say you're having a discovery call or a chemistry call and you pitch your offer and the person just goes quiet. Or maybe they ask, I don't understand what you're going to do for me. Or they just end the call and say thank you and they ghost you forever. It is not your coaching skills. It's not your energy, and it is not your price, even though they might have said that or you think that it is. It's your language. Coaches are trained to say words like alignment, clarity, transformation, but real people don't talk like that. They say things like, I don't know what to do. I'm exhausted. I'm so overwhelmed. I need someone to help me. You are stuck in the trap of speaking coach speak, but they're speaking life. And there's a big gap, a big, huge gap between those two things. And where I want you to understand is the word phrase kitchen table talk. Nobody leans across their kitchen table and says, I'm seeking transformation. I really need clarity. I need alignment. They say things like, I hate my job. I don't feel like myself. I just want to feel normal again. That's what they say. And if you're not using their language, they don't hear you. They just scroll on past, or they move on by, or they end the call and they say thank you because they're kind. When your words sound like their words, that's when they stop. That's when they trust. That's what's so important. I want you to imagine it this way. If you only spoke a certain language, let's say you only spoke French and you were traveling in a different country like Brazil and you had to speak Portuguese, no matter how slowly you spoke French or how clearly or how articulate, no one's going to understand you. You had to use their language in order to connect. That's what I want you to do. I want you to use their language so that you resonate. And by using the things that you've been trained to do, you're pushing them away and you don't even realize it. Now, here's the kicker. I want you to add one little piece to it. This is the magic phrase that coaches need to add. And if you'll add this phrase, it's going to change your business. This phrase is, I solved that. Those three magic words. Now, I know some of you have been taught to say that coaching isn't about solving. It's about guiding. We lead them to the problem. They guide themselves. They solve it themselves. Yes, of course it's that. I'm not telling you to change the way you coach, but whether you guide them to the problem or you help them solve the problem, you are still the solver. You are using the language that they need to hear in order to buy your coaching. That's what's so important. They are looking for someone that can help them, that can help them solve this problem. And when you're using phrases like coach speak, they don't even hear it. When someone says, I feel lost, and you say, I solved that, you're not breaking the process. You're speaking their language. Now, try this in the comments. Write down one coach word you've used before and write it in plain English. If you've said transitions or alignment and those things, write it in a different way. That's kitchen table talk, and see these in the comments. We respond to them every single time. Now, let's show how this works in real life. Let's take a coach named Marcus. He works with executives. Instead of work-life integration, that they'll say that all the time, executive coaches, I do work-life integration. He could say, I work with executives who are burned out. I solve that. Notice the difference. Rather than saying, I do transformative work-life integration, he could just say, executives that are burned out, I solve that. Or let's say Coach Jenna. Let's say maybe she works with new moms. And instead of saying navigating identity shifts and helping them find their purpose, which I know all you coaches say that, she says, many new moms feel like they've lost themselves and they've lost their purpose. I solve that. See the difference? Simple, real, trusted, confident. That's the difference. And this isn't just a messaging fix. It helps with your SEO. It helps with your sales process. It helps with you on Google because your words match their searches. And when they click and your site uses the same words, you get trusted. Coach words feel safe, I know, but they don't sell. Kitchen table talk, plain language, that sells because it connects. So here's your challenge. I want you to write down 3 things your clients actually say and then answer them with, I solve that. Say it out loud. Say it like it matters. And more importantly, after you're saying it, they will start to feel it. You don't need to sound like a coach. You need to sound like someone, a human being who can help. And get rid of those coach words and start using real ones. This was helpful. Continue to follow. Get more coach tips, build your practice, and get your free listing from Noomii.com anytime you want. Thanks so much, and I look forward to seeing you more in the channel.